I see questions coming in from tenants here where they're kind of uncertain or nervous about how much money it takes up front to get a storefront open. We really just require first month's rent and security deposit. You're obviously going to want to have money to hire an architect, a GC, get some marketing dollars, put a sign up on your building, put a sign up on the monument sign, and do some things to have a nice splash when you open. But I've seen tenants do that with $10,000 in their account. What do we need to sign a lease at the property? So usually we have folks start with a tour of the space, get in there with the broker, check it out, make sure it's the right size for your business, and then you submit to the landlord a letter of intent or an offer on the property. At that point, we'll basically look at the deal length of lease, the rental rate, any TI allowance that the tenant might want to help with their build out from the landlord. If that's all agreeable between the two parties, we can run credit and then get a lease drafted. And then it's just first month's rent, security deposit, and turn the keys over. Let's see, you gotta get an insurance certificate as well. When you're negotiating your lease, we have a choice on how long of a term we wanna do. 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, Starbucks will do 10, 20-year leases. A shorter term lease might give you more options to leave and move to another property, but it also creates more uncertainty and less control for the tenant, where at the end of, let's say, a 3-year lease, a landlord looks around and goes, hey, market rents have gone up 50% in the area. There's almost no vacancy. So you should come in, raise rents to market, and the tenant's going to be at the mercy of the landlord at that point. One way to control that is to sign a longer term lease and say, hey, I want to know that I've got 5 years of certainty, or maybe 5 years of certainty with an option to extend another 5 years with just 3% annual bumps, versus the landlord being able to go in and do 25% increase in rent if they don't have any option periods negotiated or they don't have those escalation clauses baked into the lease already. Yeah, how long does it take to lease a space? It can happen as quickly as a couple days. On the same day, I want to go down and tour and submit a letter of intent, have the landlord run your credit, draft a lease up and sign it. I mean, that could all be within a couple of days. I've also seen it take months and months if you're working with a national credit tenant who's got a whole team of lawyers negotiating a 50-page lease. But for a lot of our centers that are more local business owners and entrepreneurs, it's pretty streamlined and can be done in just a couple days. So we have 2 properties in Mesa, we have a property in Tempe, we have a property in Gilbert, but we're always looking to buy more properties. So I'd say take a look at the inventory or the suites that we have available right now. And if you don't see something that's a great fit for you, we can probably introduce you to one of our favorite tenant rep brokers who could then help you shop around, do some comps, and see half a dozen other properties, and then help you get placed into the one that's the best fit for you. So be happy to make that introduction to help you get a space that is great for your business.